This is our prison, gringo. Thomas, Tarek, circa 2012. But yes, we're back with The Walking Dead, episode 2, season 3. This one is called Sick. We kick off where we left off. Hershel, nail egg, T-Dog, Daryl, holding the door shut. The prisoners are there. They emerge from the cafeteria and we are like half introduced to them before the group hurries off. What do you make your immediate thoughts of these 5 jobbers here? All shapes and sizes and colours.
I'm kind of thinking, why the fuck have they been locked up for so long?
Yeah.
And we're almost like a year into the apocalypse, man, and these guys have been trapped inside a fucking cafeteria without trying to make a exit. I don't know. Don't buy it.
Yeah, ridiculous. To be perfect, I mean, 10 months, 10 months is a long time. You know, they managed to get Hershel back. Carol's calling all the shots here, which I didn't like. She seems like she's the Rock all of a sudden.
What I don't get is, I mean, if you're not willing to try and do something in 10 months, have you just pretty much settled for here that this is the rest of my life, just sitting in this canteen?
Yeah, I think Oscar is the guy. He turns around and says, and you've got a cell phone so I can phone my family. I mean, what the fuck? So what, you were just sitting there for 10 months? Oh, the guard gave Thomas his gun and said, take care of you. Like, I'm not, see, as soon as that guard gives Thomas the gun, I'm surprised Thomas didn't pull the trigger.
How do we know he didn't?
Well, he could have, but I mean, well, he might have, but I don't know. I guess there's other guys for fucking. Oh, we didn't know Thomas's plan.
And
A prison guard wouldn't do that.
Yeah, no, I mean,
even if he had a spur, like I don't see why he'd do it, unless he was like offering like a way out. He fucking secured them in. That makes no sense in itself. It's almost like they killed the guard, took his gun, locked themselves in. But you know what I mean?
I don't know.
Why would a prison guard go out of his way to lock 5 prisoners in a fucking cafeteria?
Maybe I liked them.
We were pretty tight with a guard, man. He locked us in here. Stupid, but yeah, these guys seem to think everything's been hunky-dory for the past 10 months, which I think is probably the biggest plot hole this episode. I can accept 2 weeks, I can accept a month, but 10 months? Does anyone know how fucking long 10 months is?
Would you not be thinking, what the fuck's happening on the outside world for us to be locked in here for 10 months, no one to come and check on us? Like,
yeah, like, you see like prison riots, I mean, they can last a couple of days, like, you know, but not 10 months.
Couple of days?
Yeah.
Can they?
Aye.
What kind of riots are these?
Well, for example, the one in Prison Break lasts a day, and then in real life, like in South American prisons, the mad ones, they kind of last a couple of days. But I'm just trying to look from a logical point of view here that I know of. I just don't get how they think it could last 10 months. And then, like, basically, Rick offers them. Right, this is probably actually the other biggest plot hole. We spilled blood for this prison. But Thomas is adamant that they should get the prison. You can sit out front. So why is Rick willing to give these guys a cell block? Doesn't know what their crime is. Could be raping kids. Could be killing kids. Could be just we're going to assume Thomas is a murderer, right? But he's going to let these 5 prisoners live under the same roof as him and his family in the group. But yet Randall,
one person who was a teenager, alright, maybe not a teenager, but he's like 21 or something, didn't appear to be an immediate threat. And Rick was like, I'm going to have to kill that boy. But these 5 people that are actually being locked up for God knows what, Rick was willing to like compromise and not only let them stay in the prison, but help them clear out a prison block. Like, why?
I know. It's so stupid, like, to be honest. Like, he was actually putting himself at risk here.
He could have, any one of the group members could have got killed helping clear out the prison. This was fucking retarded.
I don't get this.
And it's like, Rick has cheated. See back in season 2, like Rick was still like, oh, you thought you weren't going to be the good guy anymore. You know, Rick was like a good guy. In season 3, he's kind of, you know, lost that way. So it doesn't make any sense to why he would be like, nope, we have to kill Randall. He can't live. He's going to let these prisoners stay next to the fucking right next to him in a cell block.
And should the group not vote this? Oh, it's a dictatorship. No, fuck that. Like, why is Daryl not like questioning this? Why is T-Dog not questioning this? Like, how about you consult the other group? Oh, we're going to let these 5 prisoners live next door to us.
Oh, they don't want Randall on the farm, like, but they're happy having these fucking 5 killers roaming about the prison block.
I mean, I guarantee you, if Dale was still alive, he wouldn't even be fucking happy about that.
Yeah, I think they'll be like, Rick, we don't know these people. They could be dangerous. You know, like,
I mean, ridiculous. Like, Rick says to Laurie that he doesn't trust the prisoners and considers killing them, but then, like, Laurie's like, it's okay, you can do it, because you'd still be a good man. It doesn't matter how many people you kill, you're a good man, Rick. So yeah, we're off to clear a prison block here. We see these prisoners, they basically attack the block. It was
fucking useless. Rick tells them you have to aim for the head. T-Dog tells them, Daryl tells them, but they don't. They start attacking them, like stabbing them in the chest and all this shit. And I'm surprised no one got bit here.
Yeah, it was an absolute fucking catastrophe, but they managed to like wipe a decent amount of them out, and then Rick's like, right, you have to do it by the book. Stuff. Thanks. And then
2 of them they wiped it, mate.
Yeah, no, you know what I mean. 2. I think 2 for the first wee mission was alright, but now they're going to Big Smoke's house, and Big Tiny, not Big Smoke, Big Tiny, he basically breaks formation. This walker's hands get absolutely sliced open by its cuffs, scratches him. Rick manages to put it down. He's like, "You're bit, man." He's like,
"I wasn't bit. I feel fine." Then the guy's like, "Can't you cut it off like you did the guy's leg?" And Rick's like, "Look at where it is, man. I can't cut round this."
I know what the fuck is he hoping
for? And then they're having a discussion. Big Tiny's like, "I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm okay." And then the next minute, Thomas with an axe just smacks him over the back of the head and brutally fucking murders him. And it's like, then he like lifts his head up and he's completely covered in blood. And I mean, I think at this stage, I mean, Rick should be looking at this guy and going, "Oh, this guy's just not safe to come around." I mean,
yeah, I mean, he says to Daryl, "Oh, this guy," and then Daryl's like, "You just give me the signal." Why the fuck's the guy not been dropped already? And then we get to the next room that they're clearing.
How many times this guy actually pulled a gun on them up to this stage, though?
I know, but a good 3 or 4 times. Which I don't get. Then they go to clear his next room out, which Rick says to Thomas, "Right, open the door and let one in at a time," basically. Opens the full door. Then during this fight, he tries to kill Rick twice.
Yep, he like swings his axe and it goes very, very close to Rick's face. Rick managed to evade it, and then Thomas just literally fucking grabs a zombie and tosses it onto Rick. I mean, like, clear as fucking day.
But don't get me about this, right? See, if he just wanted to kill Rick, I know he's trying to do it in a way where it doesn't look like he meant it, but why not just fucking do it?
Maybe you could argue he would have got dropped by T-Dog and Daryl, whereas he could maybe do it in a way that they didn't really see it.
I know, but realistically, right, if this was his plan all along, we didn't know about his plan. He had a gun. He could have just fucking dropped all 3 of them, like, quickly.
He could have, like, but I mean...
Well, I feel like attempting to drop them quickly with a gun is better than pretending, like, "Oh, I'm not trying to, but I'm half trying to."
Again, no, maybe he just seen Rick as the leader and he doesn't know how many other members they've got. Maybe he thinks there's a shitload more.
We've enough. Rick
says
keeping his
more
cards
than you
close
can
to his...
handle. I mean,
Nope.
No, essentially what they see is what you've got.
Yeah, apart from Glenn, didn't see Glenn, didn't they not?
No, Glenn was told to stay with Hershel in case he turns, but...
Yeah, exactly, so...
I mean, I highly doubt they're going to see fucking Carol washing dishes and start bricking it.
That's pretty much it. But yeah, Thomas here, Rick's like, "Yeah, I get you, man.
Thomas like, "Hey,
I was acting instinctively, man. It was just my reactions." And then Rick's like, "Yeah, I get it."
And then Rick drops the guy with a hatchet shot to the head, and that is Thomas eliminated. I don't get it, right? Thomas, they were actually being given a good deal here. Rick was willing to help them clear out a cell block in exchange for half of the food. I don't know why even if the prisoners were smart, like, wouldn't they just take this deal momentarily and then
attack them?
Yeah, and try and like. But I guess if you're just if you're like a bad person or whatever, you don't really bide your time. You know what I mean? It's like
you should, like, logically. Fucking hell.
But I mean, they could have easily took this deal, got their cell block, and then maybe spied on Rick's group, and if they really wanted to take over, like, or fucking rape all the women or some shit like that. I mean, surely there was just had to play the waiting game.
Yeah, a better fucking plan here, but Andrew can't believe it. He swings his baseball bat at Rick. Rick moves it the way. Andrew takes off. Rick's like, "I'll get him." Chases him out to like a courtyard. He gets trapped. Rick then closes the door. He's like, "Have fun.
You better run."
And then we hear Andrew screaming as Rick kind of like smiles about it. So yeah, pretty sick here. The big Rick. Meanwhile, we love a big meanwhile. Carl has cleared out the infirmary. and he's got medical supplies for Hershel. Laurie scolds him here, but it's like everyone here is like, "Oh, Carl," but I mean, we hate this bastard, right? But at least he actually did something.
Yeah, Beth's like, Carl's like, "Get off my back," and Beth's like, "Carl, you can't talk to your mother like that." Then he storms off like the wee brat that he is. But I mean, I didn't see anyone else that go try to get in the infirmary to try and get supplies. What the fuck's Hershel's daughter's doing?
Exactly. I mean, basically, I mean, I don't know, but probably Hershel dies without this medical stuff. And it begs the question, like,
Should
Rick
Beth
and the gang are clearing a prison block for a bunch of wasters when they could have been doing this.
That's what I mean. Should Rick's priority not be Hershel here?
I know. Literally.
I mean,
Bit stupid, like, meanwhile though, Glenn and Carol outside, right, let's get a female zombie so Carol can perform a C-section, because Hershel, he ain't gonna be fit for a purpose. That's just, I mean, this is, they're like, we're already, I can already feel that we're beginning to force Carol down your throat.
yeah, I don't like it.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, the space of 6 months just went from dishwasher to fucking surgeon / Stevie Seagal.
Glenn's like, you know what? I totally get it. It's crazy, but it's it makes sense. Yeah. So then she starts cutting open some zombie and all that stuff. I mean, yeah, whatever. Then we go back to Rick and the gang, and they've cleared out a cell block. Well, first of all, actually, they're about to shoot the prisoners. The hillbilly guy's like pleading for his life. Axel's pleading for his life. Oscar's not. Oscar's like, I ain't never pleaded for my life for anybody. I ain't going to do it now.
I respect that. He could have fucking bottled it and he didn't.
Bit like Meryl. I ain't going to beg you. I ain't going to beg. So then I guess the group just decide to let them live, and they clear out the cell block, and I mean, it seems like they've got a shit deal now. It went from the group of them getting their own cell block, and now, I don't even know, do these two still get half the food?
Maybe they just get 2 people's worth of food.
I don't fucking know what's happening.
And then they get put in the block, like, and there's just walkers everywhere with their zip tied.
And, like, even Darryl says to them, like, I'm sorry about your friends. And, like, T-Dog's like, we're about 5 burn the bodies. I mean, T-Dog and Darryl seem to show more compassion and stuff than Rick. Rick has got very cold.
Yeah. Very cold. Like the cold side of the pillow. Talking of the cold side of the pillow, Hershel is on the warm side. Laurie, like, reaches into her heartbeat. Hershel grabs her. Turns out he's no dead. He's alive.
And then he fucking goes back to sleep.
And then Rick shows up, everything. Oh, yes. Hershel's back. And then we end the episode with the greatest conversation of all time. Laurie and Rick, take it away. How good was this? Yeah.
It was great.
Stuff. Thanks. Thank you for helping with Hershel.
Then Rick says, the group appreciates what you're doing.
And that's basically, we're done.
That's it, I mean.
That's it. That's confirmation you need it.
Yep.
Basically, what he says right here is like, Shane died for no fucking reason. And it's almost like, look at this, right? We're 2 episodes in. Look at the amount of bodies that have dropped and what's happened. And it just feels like a rushed mess. But I do think this episode was better than the pilot.
Aye.
But I feel like they could have done a lot more with these prisoners.
Yeah.
Like, I think the fact that the whole threat of them's gone, because these 2 don't do fuck all and end up joining the group. I know that was his name, Andrew. I know he's still floating about. He's not actually dead. But yeah, I feel like they could have done a bit more.
Season 2 would have dragged these prisoners out for like fucking 6 episodes.
Goddamn right, but we have to rate the episode out of 10, and I'm going to give it a
7.
7. I'll give it a 7. So
Better than the pilot.
Definitely.
At least there was some more dialogue, more conversations between the prisoners and Rick's group, which I enjoyed. Episode 1 was basically just all action.
Yeah, literally.
So, I mean, this episode kind of, like, there was more dialogue, more tending after Hershel, more, trying to neutralise the threat of the prisoners. So I enjoyed it a bit more. I mean, it wasn't great, but it's definitely better than episode 1, in my opinion.
Yeah, just a bit ridiculous why, like, they would even consider letting, like, someone like Thomas live on. I mean, even the Andrew guy, I think he was a bit more like, fuck, you just killed him.
Yeah, because even he's, like, a bit big time. He's like, hey, can't you cut around it or something? I mean, his initial reaction was, "Can we try and save this guy?" Thomas's initial reaction was just to fucking brutally murder the guy.
Yeah. I mean, I think Big Tiny, the other two, alright. Andrew, maybe a question mark over him, but Thomas had to go.
Yeah, it just wouldn't have worked.
I know.
Wouldn't have worked, like.
Fuck, the guy pulled his gun. It's so fucking stupid, actually. He pulled his gun about 4 times, and Daryl pointed the crossbow at him, and T-Dog pointed his gun at him. Like, are you going to shoot, you're not going to shoot?
I know, but let's be real. Steve, the other 4 prisoners had guns. You tell me. It'd be a whole different ballgame.
Oh, I fuck Rick.
No, yeah.
Rick, Daryl, and T-Dog, we did.
No, I'm just thinking the reason why maybe Thomas didn't shoot was because he only had 1 gun.
Yeah, I know, but
So,
there was scenarios where it was just him pointing against Daryl. I get more at the start of the episode. But anyway, 7 out of 10. Back for the next one. I think it's called Walk With Me. Merle's back. The governor's there.
introducing a Woodbury.
I believe we are at a helicopter crash site, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So until next time, peace.